Huh. Where's the big first, Fleet? Woo! Fleet's first. Alright, Fleet. Woo! Woo! Hello, Wolfie. So far, my day's going alright. So I'm just fiddling around just a little bit on my stupid little Invincible game. Just be 2 seconds. I don't have to play phone games, but I like Invincible enough right now. But anyways, now you have my full attention again. Oh, pardon me. How you doing, Crafty and Woofy? Angel and I are going to be playing, Sons of the Forest today is the plan. I mean, that's actually done its full release now. So that's pretty exciting. Process of waking up for the last 3 hours, eh, Wolf? Oh boy. Okay, what are my other journal jobs right now? Ah, yes. I'll go back at 21 for that guy. I'm not quite sure what L is doing. Interesting. Okay. Can I drink beer yet? Can I drink beer, do drugs, and do smokes yet? No? No, says Harry. Okay. Give me those, give me that on my left, that on my right. Alright, let's go try and prove my authority to Titus. Maybe not. I did a thing I shouldn't have done. I probably shouldn't have done. I bought myself a new controller. So I don't have an L button that's fucked up. Or a left bumper, I mean. And I finally bought myself another new monitor. Hold on. Why is my CPU running at 2%? That seems crazy. Hold on. Is Steam trying to download things right now?
Your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless. beyond the measurable.
Ow. See, the new monitor will be nice. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Interesting. Sorry. Sorry, one sec. Skjord's dead. No, just for some reason this is like really going for my PC here. There we go. Weird. Weird. Well, I can't verify that for sure, but I can verify this is running at 1.2%, which is normal. I'm a little laggy on my end, like my avatar. But I don't know. Hey, everyone else, you laggy? Wherever I was gonna go. Talk to Titus. Yeah, see, I'm not sure. There we go. Computer's running back at where it should be for this game. That was weird. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, okay, that sounds like probably a your thing, not a me thing. They're crafty. I was not used to my computer running it. Because, like, OBS tells you what your computer runs at. So right now my CPU is using 2%, which is, like, usually kind of weird. Ah, yes, this guy. Let's talk to you again, sir.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
But it was fun to do the spinning back kick.
Rose, you did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
It's true. Ow. Hey, Wolffighter.
Let's talk about our right to work.
So what exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. It'll take heavy ordnance to bust it open. And try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel.
Yes.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, you can't get by Measurehead? But I got by Measurehead. I kicked him in the face.
Yeah, I saw your ballerina moves up there.
Ew.
In a real fight, these acrobatics will get you killed faster than a bullet. You caught him off guard. That only happens once. Now he's alert, standing on a narrow bridge, and my men are tired and hungry.
Have you thought about, like, storming in? Like, all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Holy crap, Wolf. 65 stream a streak.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the
I'm
hog
sorry,
run
Crafty.
smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let
180p?
those
Oh,
who
wow.
want work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
Because everything's good on my end. I haven't even dropped a single frame according to my stats.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Alright, guy. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't
Oh,
get
that
their
sucks.
act
I'm
together,
sorry.
decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's
Well, I mean, it's not like there's
something
much
odd in the way he
gameplay that
dresses.
happens, you know what I'm
The
saying?
set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Well, fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
No, I'm not.
You've been
Didn't even
talking
think
to him
about
for
it.
quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Routine, part of the
Am
investigation.
I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain.
Yeah, essentially.
Jammer. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo haul.
Well, that's just it. You're not missing too much at all.
I know the drill.
Yeah, Harry's wearing some green, kinda.
A monstrous shadow high above the fire traps of the domain. The 881 motorway running over this district of Jamro. Concrete pillars rise up from the midst of the dilapidated wooden houses. On the horizon, barely visible,
Looking at the judges?
hazy machinery of the hub.
It counts.
Life in the domain is even worse off than in Martinez. The cold air is stiff from the fumes of the motor carriages and lorries roaring overhead. Below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them, there is no sight of this man. Nowhere.
You're not from the domain.
Yeah? What makes you say that?
No one there knows you. By the way, the audio's not as good either. Ah.
They know me. That's bullshit.
Well, I'm just gonna leave now. Do I need to learn any more thoughts? Right now? Okay, 6 thoughts is enough for now. Let's up my rhetoric. Because I'm still trying to get that sandwich. And I'm still trying to open that thing. Don't mind me and my sick tunes, just walking down the streets of Revachol. Okay, so my goal right now is to... Continue wandering this way. I've literally forgot what I was just gonna do. Ah, yes, right. I'm gonna try and get Renee's sandwich. Or, Gaston's sandwich. Gaston! No one plays pool like Gaston.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already.
28%. Come on, Gaston.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach.
I'm already
Time
tripping
to get
knee-deep in
political.
politics, baby.
You really do. Now, unleash the fury.
The city's going to shit. Sooner or later, some foreign anarchist is gonna steal your sandwich. That's a fact. There really isn't anything else I could say.
What the hell are you talking about? What foreign anarchist?
No time to bring him in. Just keep your eyes on the prize and ignore him.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Why would you even?
Oh boy. First they take our jobs, then our women, and when the sandwich is all you have left, the anarchists will come for that too. That's how foreigners are, Gaston. Jesus fuck.
He won't kill. As long as there's food in his fat belly, he'll lick any boots that's kicking it to him.
Good. Rene's on board too. Time to take back the streets. Right-wing populism. Here we come.
Don't you guys get it? Us local boys gotta stick together, make the people feel safe
Now
again.
you are talking sense, son. All 4 of us working as a group. We can make a difference.
I'm actually already a member in a group tasked to keep the streets safe. You are too. We call ourselves the police.
Kim, I got this. Wink.
Are you sure? Cause right now, it looks like you are organizing a vigilante group.
Men, let's review and possibly redistribute our resources.
What do you mean, officer?
We'll be Unit 1, Ghost Dogs. You would Gaston or Unit 2, the Royal Hounds.
Agreed. What about the whole group? I propose a pair de la Corne, Swords of the Crown, in honor of my old unit.
That's too old school. How about
What?
Guillaume's Millions?
It's weird. I don't like it. We'll go with...
All right. I have a bad feeling about this.
Good. Now this is done. Give me the sandwich!
You went through all that trouble for my sandwich. I'm flattered, officer, but my answer is no.
Drafted him into a
How else
vigilante
can I
group.
help you?
Alright. Mark my words, Gaston. I will be back for that sandwich. Now it's just straight up fucking principle. Alright, let's go try and prove my authority to Titus. Let's break it to him that he's not real. And Sin's not really his dad or some bullshit. I don't really remember the story of Final Fantasy X at
Looks
all.
like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
What are you eating there, Woof? What you eating, Woof? Authority godly. Establish authority. Here we go, baby.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Kim, I need your gun.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Turn to Kim. Kim, the gun, please.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
I don't want to give you my gun.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
I know what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the police job.
This job? Be careful, it's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your
But I want to point it at
I
them.
want to point it at them. Quit your whining. Everyone knows how to do that. You're a special man. You're going to point it at yourself. Go ahead. Show them.
Put the barrel in my mouth.
What are you doing?
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
I'm gonna kill myself now, you fucking whore. Pull the trigger.
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official, reportedly from the 41st precinct, shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafeteria in downtown Martinez. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim that the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised, Lawrence Gart, manager of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria, where the incident took place, commented. He was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before.
Unnecessary. Love it. Okay, anywho, let's try it again, shall we? This time I won't just blow my fucking brains out.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Shut up, you. Establish authority.
Establish authority, yes.
Alright, give me your gun, Kim.
Why?
This is not what, I'm afraid it's not what you...
Give me the gun.
The fuck?
Easy, Shanks.
Trust me, Kim, I'm merely
Really?
flesh.
What? Be careful, it's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
I'm not fucking this case up. Finger on the trigger. You will
We'll
respect
solve
me.
the case. Look at me. Don't worry.
Inside the small mechanism, you can hear a spring tensing up.
Yeah, 'cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
You'll never forget what happens in 5 seconds if you don't respect me.
Fellas, the cop is really threatening to off himself. This is insane.
No, that is not what is happening. This show is unnecessary. Give me my gun, now.
These are my thoughts. This is my head.
Name of motherfuck.
Acidic taste on your lips. Corrosive. Once as a child you put your tongue against the rail. It was winter. That was a long time ago.
The fuck is he saying? Some insane shit.
Nothing. Give me the gun.
And there we are. I think I've made my point.
Nothing to worry about here, people. My partner likes to play these jokes. He's what you call dark.
Dark? What the fuck was that, you carnies? We haven't seen. I
think I showed him my authority.
Shows up.
I knew he wasn't gonna do it, though. I knew he'd pussy out.
No. I still have my money on him. Sooner or later, he has that look.
The fucking whore left me. I know it.
Do you think your failed suicide attempt will win you any pity from these men? Do not expect them to forget it soon either.
Again, it was a dark joke. Maybe we should go for a little walk, Joker, before we continue.
Yes. Get the serotonin running. keeps those bad thoughts away.
Again. About fucking time.
Establish authority.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
First you tell me someone's been raped, and then you don't say who? That's bullshit. Stomp your feet.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not the law after all. To yourself, maybe everyone's been lying to me? No. You're not the law. I'm the law.
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop crashing into people in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs!
I'm doing
They're
my
not going to
protect...
give you anything. Can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
This doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep in Far's territory. We need to properly engage later.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Okay.
Sounds like you're the suicide cop, with his finger on the eject button, ready to let go of this life. But guess what? You idiot. You've got the bullet, but no gun. You've made such a big show out of it too. You feel like everyone basically expects you to do it now. What is this? You're not ready to die. This is garbage. It would be the honorable thing to do. It would really show them. Show them too.
Suicide Cop does have a ring to it. I should think about it. But only a little.
Oh yes. It would be so sweet to taste the barrel once more. That sour metal. Maybe there is a way. Not yet, but stick with it. Keep going dark, and it'll finally click.
Hey Kim, you want to talk now?
What in the name of hell?
It's fine. Don't worry about it, buddy. It's cool. It's all good. Suicide Cop was RoboCop's partner, but only for a short
Theatrical
time.
suicide attempt. We need to talk about it.
Yeah, I want to talk about it as well.
I was able to recontextualize it as a dark joke. I will not be able to recontextualize it the next time. I understand you sometimes employ extreme interrogation tactics, but I want you to understand that was too extreme. We can't have RCM officers going around putting guns in their mouths. We can't afford to have that image. Few institutions can.
But why did she leave me then? I went with my gut feeling, and this time it was wrong.
Yes. Very, very, very wrong. I'm glad you see it my way. Let's go.
Alright, Kim. Well, I'll be back when I upgrade my authority again. Actually. Hold on a second. We're gonna reload that autosave. Not that I'm saves coming, but I didn't want to waste. I actually didn't want to waste a point on authority. Just like RoboCop points, port parts, and all. Oh my! It's because I would rather put the points into rhetoric and take Bucko's sandwich. I don't think I'll make him join the vigilante group this time. You.
Officer.
All
The
right.
mist.
Rene,
Vigilance officer?
I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more
It's the
than a few
music on
hours
my,
every night anyway, and
it's the music on my boombox. I saw a picture in there. You're in it. Who's the girl?
she is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, And she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does.
Because Disco, that's the joke.
That night,
Woof.
been on a 2
We're
week
long
lease
past
last Monday.
Disco being alive in this game. Like, Disco at this point is like an ancient relic. So that's what plays on the actual radio. Why are you on leave?
It's a private matter.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man who would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
It's his heart.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
So it doesn't matter if you're there or
the
not.
possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too. Proudly hold out the tear bag.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that.
Proudly holding out your plastic bag.
Do it too.
I collect cans too.
It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Thanks for your time. Alright, give me the rhetoric. I want that sandwich. Alright, come here.
Officer,
Give me your goddamn
the
sandwich. Wait, hold on.
Police. Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
So you both knew her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4.
Wolfie.
She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Do not intervene.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. Peaceful.
Most of the fact that she had pneumonia, because that probably wasn't
René
fun.
and I were bossed by her back in 20.
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
Departed. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
A quick grimace of pain passes over René's features, but he immediately regains control. His face now a dispassionate mask again.
Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry.
Aw, look at his eyes, it's happy and distant. I
She
should be reading
was
that part.
always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Nothing wrong with weighing your options
Heck,
first.
technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Thanks.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Sandwich.
A man so principled about his sandwich.
I'm not so sure about this.
That is already fighting the bad fight. Make it stick.
Okay. The
What
anarchist.
the hell are you talking about?
No time.
I
Okay.
don't think that's gonna...
Anarchists.
Rene's on board too. Time to take.
Marshall's calling.
I'm actually already a member in a group
I
task.
don't want to organize a vigilante group at all.
So, is there something I can help you with instead?
I'll be back with more rhetoric. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Alright, let's go try and let's go try and prove my authority to them hardy bitches again. I just talked to you a little bit. Hey,
I've
you.
got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right.
Okay, sounds good. Have fun. Angel and I are probably going to be playing
It is the RCM who do things to people.
Sons of the Forest
But we digress.
at some point. Alright, bye. Alright, here we go, baby.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still.
Ow, 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 Authority, godly.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
I am the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Point your finger.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong.
Hey, I only tried to punch Kuno one time.
All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People
I haven't said anything racist.
We're getting complaints.
I haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling
What?
people kipped left and right.
What?
Inciting race violence in my town.
Holly said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
That's a lie. There's no race rally.
There is. Carly said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks. Carly works at the carnival shop, you see.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. No race rally in my town.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It will make you look awful.
No, I'm not racist. I'm leaving. I'll be back. I'll be back. Yo, Gaston. Do you have anything you can tell me?
Help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone's down.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true there was foul
Who
play?
told you that?
Ooh, I would never disclose my sources. That'd be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
wonder if I can talk to what's her name yet. Okay. Confused but concerned. Why? It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Well, I can try doing the fractured bullet again. See if I can pass the hand-eye test. I doubt it, but let's see.
It's still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
58% chance.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
Oh, I'll do it next time. You'll see. You're just jealous, Kim.
An intricate web of it almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer. Or for you to discover. You've gotten us gone.
Well, that helped. Thanks, photo. Thanks, photo of tattoo. -1 authority. Suggestion. Drama. Suggestion. Hey, Marks. How you doing? Okay, well, let's see here. Try the barbell again. I could try doing some more, let's go try Tommy Lahome again. Oh, Magic the Gathering? I used to play tons of Magic.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Real life Magic.
What's on your mind?
I've heard one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know a lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved in the drug business.
I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Huh? Nothing wrong with that. I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know, and now you're saying you do?
Man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to...
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
Yeah.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I'm not. It's not stitching. It's just a few questions.
It's snitching, man. I know what it is.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me.
I think we all have that same darkness, which is why we enjoy this game so much. My main character just put...
But I wasn't afraid.
You missed it earlier, and I've reloaded it since. But my main character just put a gun in his mouth to try and convince everyone else, try to convince these people that he was to try and convince these people of his authority.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now.
Hold on, I gotta be right back.
We
I
didn't
have a
talk
bathroom.
about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
We're back. And we're back. Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man.
I'll be back.
Don't grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
I'll drop the matter for
Thank
now,
you,
Tommy.
Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again.
Hey, Scooter.
Would help
And
with
hey,
my
Kickmaster, by the way.
rhymes,
Hit it with my best verse again. Here we go, baby.
No.
Oh, shit.
Just no. I can already see it's failed, and I'm stopping it now. Until you have good poetry, you have no poetry.
Oh. Fine. Alright, let's see if I can talk to somebody else. Yo, big guy. So I like Tommy Lone. I don't want to, like, not be his friend. Know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Looking for something?
And even give me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First you knew seething didn't work.
It was good, and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
Just tell me which one's her lorry.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
Actually, we do.
He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Brush
Then
arms
I
and nod.
presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry.
Padre Madre? Isn't that father, mother?
Racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and I softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It wouldn't
hold
be
on.
easy to break him.
Okay, so I can put on some stuff that'll help my half-light. Hold up. Just hold on, sir. Let me just put some different clothes on, and you and I are gonna have words. I know for a fact these pants give me some half-light. These gloves give me some half-light. That takes away a half-light. Perfect. Itchy pants and Falm Ultra Series gloves, baby.
Looking for something?
83% chance. Here we go, baby.
Men like this only respect two things. Strength and fear. Time to turn up the volume.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it?
Fuck you. I told you. I'm not gonna...
You have no fucking idea how itchy these pants are, you racist fuck.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life, you understand?
Fucking homo cop. Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't
Oh,
even seen
racist
her for
and
days.
homophobic. I mean, I should have guessed from Homo Cop, but...
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green.
Later, bitch. There you go, Tommy. I didn't force you to do it, and now we can still be buds. So I can still try my poetry on you. Later, though. I gotta take these itchy fucking pants off. Put those jeans back on, put those gloves back on. I think we're gonna put that back on. No, I think I'll keep the perception. What do these do again? Visual calculus and drama? Give me a logic and authority instead. This white tank top on for physical instrument. I think I have something else that's physical instrument, don't I? Half light, okay. Oh. Here it's slang for lesbian. Kind of the same way as, like, the F slur. Hello, green car.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins, looming overhead.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
That's also what it is, but yeah. It's the same as how the other one's a bundle of sticks or whatever, you know what I mean? Or a cigarette, blah, 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 whatever. Same deal, though. Try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with...
It depends on who you are exactly.
The shape of the seat.
And what group is saying it, you know what I mean? Like, that guy definitely meant it in, like, an insulting way.
Windows in the...
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Alright, smash one with the pry bar.
With a firm grip,
nice.
Raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
I'm sorry, smash it apologetically. Fuck the police!
The window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Oh, the toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat.
Unfold the
It's
newspaper.
an issue of Petit Ferique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Pushing the
The
pull-out
pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows.
Peel off cover on the passenger
Voila.
seat.
A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
Hold open the topmost
This
map.
large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South.
Time out. Hold on, time out. So I started playing Dragon Quest XI because I picked it up on the sale. And it's alright and all, but like, why do they have to have the worst accents ever?
Toll booths at the intakes.
Like it's comical, not like a horrible, not like a terrible way, but it's like it's hard to take some of it seriously. When someone's like, "Come on, blimey, crikey," and I'm like, "Oh my lord."
Them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mass of brown and red roofs that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Oh yeah, it's like every character uses like they're like all it's as if me was doing accents for everybody. Oh yeah, we're talking like dropping the H like Heliodor instead of Heliodor. And, oh yeah, it's great. It's great. Where's this road lead?
To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river,
middle income,
and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Fold open the second
This
map.
municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Ah.
No storm will ever drown Revachol. The great solution to the riddle of history.
Yes.
Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital,
Dude, Shivers is crazy.
Great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
What was that sound?
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow, their breath escaping in white clouds that fade into the darkness. Wherever you look, the night gives cover to her messengers.
Where are they going?
They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main, over the River Esperance, on Route 881 to the Old South. The exit ramp is supposed to be shut down, but there's much activity. The road spreads like the tentacles of a great octopus.
What does this all mean?
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated the East Motor Tract, most likely. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Who do you think's
It's
behind this?
definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved. Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Check the
You
pedals.
wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Odd soul.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver's glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub the pattern off of the right boot sole.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother
Which
than
means
the
that the
other.
missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Women, always up to something. Ah, yay, misogyny. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does this rabbit hole
Now
go?
we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Not necessarily. The driver could have kept the trade a
You're
secret.
right. But we should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
What about Speed Freaks FM? Is it one of the saved stations?
No, that's on 78.9.
Raise my eyebrows.
What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that.
What else?
The ghostly actresses and these are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Okay, hold on. Is Dolores Day a real person?
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy with a hint of amberette wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade No. 5. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. The actresses and the rare actor, all smiling.
I'll tell you right now, though, do not Google Dolores Day, because if she's not real, you're going to find a bunch of spoilers about the game.
He closed the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Yes, what's up?
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
Yes, a wide
net. I'm
net.
not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
We'll never know.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
Exceedingly
and
useful.
last but not least, it looks like the Hardy boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they're relevant to the drug trade.
What do you mean? That might blow. That's probably what's going to blow the case wide open, Kitsuragi.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Maybe the traitor is some sort of cinephile.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
Hold up.
As
What about
elegant.
this?
Don't be fooled.
A lot of women there,
Desire
especially for lady
Yes,
drivers.
well.
Unimportant.
Okay, interesting. So it turns out this is
Like
connected to
Joyce
the Union.
told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Okay. Will the RCM invent
Like Joyce
shit?
told us,
We'll
we should
investigate
return
some
to
blah
the
blah.
murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Oh God.
There are more than
Do you feel
enough
better now?
grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Woohoo! Let's go, Kim! Well, good, at least you're feeling better. We've discovered the lady driver. Time to go back to the Hardy Boys. Actually, let's go to Joyce first. Let's go to Joyce first. Oh, what's up?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Louise just told us where her cabin is. We only
Still
searched
better
it.
than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her.
There's going to be an
It's that
investigation.
bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
The last thing we need is more civilians
Yeah,
involved.
maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes, anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Why Tommy Lahome?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Fair enough.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his...
Goodbye. Okay, Joyce first. She's all the way down the frickin' coastline here. Joyce! Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to be,
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Pull it.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Push it harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
Release the lever.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Pull the lever. Again.
You pull the lever. Nothing happens.
Okay, fine.
A spring brings the lever. Wasn't there a...
Yes, there was a sign, but I was hoping. God. Right, Joyce, right. I'm a policeman. I am the police. I know policeman. Mark my words, Renee, I'm coming back for that Gaston, I'm coming back for that fucking sandwich, brother. I'll be taking that sandwich. I'll be taking that which of sand. Joyce! Sup?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with
Yes,
the Lord.
my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it.
Okay.
If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
A blood booth.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Is that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war,
Ooh,
with possible
civil war.
consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I've already heard about Catch Me lynching the strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor
PMC.
as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Yeah.
What happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
I really have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far.
This is
My
not
only
disco,
hope is that
baby.
we provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
I think the confrontation is
It
inevitable.
doesn't have to be like this. Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' militia. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
So the deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who's the passing
The
on?
remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did the teenagers say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports
Yes,
of
we
an
have.
assault in connection with the lynching.
Yes, we have.
Where did it take place?
Kim, whoa, we definitely have. The Hardy Boys told us
Last
about
Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the Colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
it. And who was the
That's
woman?
a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know
You
him?
mean, did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
His name was?
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name.
Hi, Yuki. How you doing?
One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed.
Okay.
This matches the dental reconstruction we saw in the body. What else? Nationality?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the two remaining mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
So you need to know where they
You're
are.
likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Logic medium. Where are these mercenaries?
This is so embarrassing. You have no...
Ma'am, with all due respect, I've been around Martinez, and there's a giant hulk of a man in ill-fitting clothes at the harbor gates. Mr. Right
Yeah.
to work. His heart really isn't in it.
Oh, that's annoying. Sorry, Crafty.
Not a terribly good actor, that one. Still.
And the other one, the Pole, must be in one of the 4-story buildings overlooking the roundabout. She was reporting back to you while we were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That would afford a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Well, that's enough for
I
now.
am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
Now,
If there
can you
is
tell me about these
anything
tattoos?
else I can help you with, please, of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence. She wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman.
It was taken with a trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Observe the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points.
Sons of the Forest,
Stars.
Yuki. Angel and I haven't played it since, like,
I can't.
it basically
But
came out
that's
on
how
early
you read
access.
this story.
So I know it's actually
Points
feel now.
themselves don't
We're
have
done now.
letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like vias on a microcircuit.
Close. Port cities. This is an Oranese map of the waterways. A sailor's
I bet.
tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300
Yeah,
years
Angel and I
ago,
haven't played it
the sailors
over a
would
very
mark
long
their
time.
bodies to map their travels.
Like, it's probably been at least a year, maybe longer since we played it. See, I'm kind of stoked. I'm gonna have to turn my... We're gonna have to play it on, like, low graphics for me. And I might have to go PNG mode. We'll see. Who could tell me
His
more?
platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
No, I think I'd rather just go be like, hold it right up their nose and be like, hey!
I say we do it.
I agree. I need the information. Mark it down. Ask Mercs about
Do what
tattoos.
you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
Well, that's exciting. Let's have that
Is there
tattoos.
anything
Thanks for your
else I
help.
can help you with?
Bye. Whoop. What's that? More rhetoric? Ding! I'm getting Gaston's sandwich. So help me. I want that fucking sandwich. All I can think about is that beautiful sandwich. And it's been like... it's been like... 24 hours, literally, since he got that sandwich. Wait a minute. 4-story building looking down. Oh, is she the one that's living upstairs? Interesting. It's a good sandwich.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Look, Kim, bullet holes.
Where?
Point of the chips and all. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
What do you mean old?
These bullets were fired during the Revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
Oh, all right
We should
then.
focus on present crimes.
Yeah, we should focus on getting Gaston's sandwich. Gaston! Coffee is good. How you doing, MHF? Alright, Gaston.
Officer.
Oh,
the
42%!
police in Martinez.
A man sacrificing his sandwich calls for a principle. You really do. No, you're gonna starve to death.
There isn't really anything else I could say. Okay.
You're not. Everything is fine.
Back to police mode. Smelling. I have some questions.
All
Gaston.
right. Let's
Damn.
hear them.
Damn! Before this day is over, before this game is over, I will eat his sandwich. So help me. So help me. Well, let's do something stupid. Quick save. Zip over here. Because who knows, this might not get me killed. Did you check your coffee maker, Yuki? It might be in there. Hey, you! Hey, bud! Shut up.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Just straight up ask him. Are you a mercenary? Hey, I think you might be hoping to decipher some tattoos.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
It was on your colonel. Give him the photo.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone, but beneath it.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Can you tell me what the tattoo
What
means?
it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Don't
Our
interrupt.
boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't.
Oh my. Uh-oh.
Maybe they were just making eyes at each other.
Uh-oh, I might have regretted this.
They were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless. But the
Oh
girl,
no.
she was not.
Nope.
What's the matter, militiaman? No stomach for
No.
it? This man was worth 1,000 loincloths. We're done talking here.
I think we should maybe even get going now.
There is absolutely no need to push this any further. He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a what.
Yep. That was fun. That was fun. I didn't need to hear what they were about to do. We're gonna leave. I did not. Nope. Graphic violence is fine. Graphic other things? No thank you. No thank you. Anywho, let's go talk to the Hardley boys, shall we? Hey, pricks.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Hey, you fucking pricks. What's up? Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilo.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
To the honor, you've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
Shudders a bit.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men
Hardy
run such a monopoly.
Huh?
For the good of the community, of course.
There's still plenty of drugs out there. In fact, I have some in my bloodstream right now.
Enjoy your shitty ride, junkie. We still have it under control. All you're doing is contributing to the local economy. It's just a little hitch.
Actually, I think I got most of the drugs for free.
Yeah, there's always gonna be little sprouts. People find a way to make coin, but that's the little picture.
The Hardly boys are out of luck.
Taking care of the big picture.
Damn it, Chet.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Pardon me, sir.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs everything. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal. They're coming for you.
What happens if you take the law into your own hands? Other people start doing it too.
I don't. Yeah, I've never met a person with Chet in named Chet in real life either. Lots of like people named Chet in shows, but I've never seen a real life Chet.
The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Glenn's so fucking crazy he ate the second N off his name.
Well, oil not the machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident. ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Yeah, the mercenaries are armed with autos.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Bullet-pierced ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Okay, hold up. Let me fiddle around with my stats here. You just hang on for a sec, Titus. Let me just get my authority up here. And you'll see. You'll be like, what? You're so authoritian. Everything. Okay, I think I'm at -1 authority, and I'm pretty sure it's from the wife beater. So let's put this on. Okay, cool, cool. Okay. Well, I only need like 10 more points, so give me 1 sec. I'll also up my authority before I come back here. Just to make sure I actually pass the roll here. What time is it? I gotta make sure I feed my animals soon. Okay, let's see. Who can I talk to really quickly to get some experience points? Ooh, I know. Hey, bookstore lady. Let's chit-chat, shall we?
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy.
Right, I never talked to her after I smashed her door open. I just kind of like left. Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme
I
measures.
suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Cursed, but curses aren't real, man.
Of course you would think that. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path.
Her facade has dropped.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Ah, of course, the entity. I didn't see her, but I sensed
You
her.
did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell. Of course, it all makes sense now.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Who's that little girl outside?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
So he rat out the kid. Nah, she was fucking slacking.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Not really.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough?
I was afraid she'd call me like all the other kids around here.
What's the language? That child would never do such a thing.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You're kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
In some more developed countries, this sort of thing is 2 felonies: child labor
Most
and
countries
slavery.
Realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here.
Okay, bye.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
If I want to buy a book.
You were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled?
Okay, I'll go back to the shelves. Bye. What if there isn't any kind of interesting books to buy? Let's take a look, shall we? Well, then I'll go into the room. Recipes of Arda. They're all about lake trout. Ew. Wait, can I go buy a Dick Mullen book? Buy all the D&D books?
Shelves filled to the brim with...
What's all this crime fiction?
Robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
God, you're a good
Such
sales
crimes
lady.
did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasure centers down.
Well, boo. What's over here? Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Okay, that came out of nowhere. That's a weird
Shelves
thought.
full of biographies of...
I would say... The Greatest Innocence.
Don't care.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
I'll buy that book, though.
True cultural touch.
Thank you. What's over here?
This bookstore is...
I can't have you end up like...
Okay. Don't care. What's in this? What's this again? Can I steal a
Several
map?
the maps look old and the north coast of to the east.
Sorry, we don't need to read this right now. Sorry, I read all this.
It's so small he can't. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. No, this is somewhere to be.
Can I buy this map?
Sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of
You
Mars.
seem to underestimate our resources, but sure, okay.
Are you interested or not?
No, I'm leaving. God, fuck. Golly. Golly, you're an annoying lady. Thanks for the book on... whatever, though. Yay? Okay, let's go back into the scary place. Gotta put my flashlight on before Kim gets mad. Put my boombox away, though? Psh, not a fucking chance! Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if I can lift this fucking thing yet. Let's go check. Come on, baby! Let me lift this motherfucker! Take the flashlight to the boombox.
Waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Okay, so it's physical instrument. Okay, so hold up. One sec. What do I got for physical instrument here? Okay, this is physical instrument. Perfect. I think that's basically it, though. Half-light, drama, half-light, spirit to core, half-light, alright, here we go. Now I can lift this motherfucker.
The barbell waits patiently.
28%, baby!
Like a dog for its master.
Shit. Ow.
You managed to hoist it off the ground. But see? See? This place is cursed.
Whatever. Weightlifting is for the intellectually unimpaired. No, wait, no. Fuck you, you stupid barbell.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
That's enough out of you, Kim. Mark my words, I'm getting Gaston's sandwich, and I am lifting that barbell. So help me, Lord. Okay, back to the furnace-y thing. Where was that again? Sure is spooky in here. Sure is haunted and spooky in here. Alright, here we go.
As before, this is directly above.
Knock
the
even
center.
harder.
Those curtains prove to be so.
Ow.
There must be another way to wake up who.
Oh, the furnace downstairs. Kim, you're a genius. You're a genius. Yell up from below. Kim's so smart.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kick it with my foot.
A hollow ring echoes.
Healed
through the
health.
Furnace. The
Damaged
toe
health.
hurts.
Ow. Yell, hello!
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then, you've awakened the entity.
I summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble.
After you, officer.
Woohoo! Smear my hands
A
with
lush
coal.
layer of maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cake. Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup.
Real men wear coal for makeup. True man. Yeah, real man. Dirty. Alright, Harry. We're gonna go buy some medicine. After we talk to this lady, who I'm certain... Polyhedral dice... Oh... Weird. Hey. Hey, you.
Hello. I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be
Quick one.
a malicious entity?
Heyo.
Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you want me to use?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way
Oh.
radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay, so if you're not the...
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your
Then
window.
how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about
I'm
dice?
a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling
Nothing
rags?
really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And you never took your eyes off your work to look out the
I
window.
might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
True
It's
enough.
really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
Thanks for the answers.
nods.
Anything else, officer?
I'll buy a die.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the whirl untethered setting? I want to die for that.
Yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The whirl untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motifs of ice and death.
Plants.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Cool. Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
That is a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
Do you have any other tenants? Everyone else is
More or
gone.
less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
They sure fucking are.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Oh yeah, look at my hair right now.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles.
Me neither. I just wanted off my face.
What happened to the
It
gym?
wasn't really a gym. It was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was
A
Artemitep?
kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger.
Aw.
And that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
That's what Kuno needs.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead
Oh,
bodies.
Yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Well, judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't work,
It
did it?
didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the
What is it?
coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mouse
You
lying
mean
around.
Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Woohoo, drugs!
What drugs exactly?
I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
I didn't know insects had any rights. Or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades
rotor blades to skis, neat.
Their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do the
The
transmissions say?
usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
There's a terrifying bear in the
Oh
cellar.
boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
Okay.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, I'll bite. What are the other
There
ideas?
was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl just like that. She works in Frit as a cashier and is not particularly
Employing
friendly.
silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
So what about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh good, and I've got a body in there.
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
Okay.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called
Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega
Sonic
wild
ice cream meme,
beast.
yes. What's a mega wild
It's
beast?
an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
My boss was thinking that I have to look into seeing if I can use
By
my
telling
spirit
you to
animal,
do
seeing
more
as I have
drugs,
such close
mostly.
calls with them all the time.
Maybe this wise and noble beast can guide you toward those amphetamines you've been craving.
You think that vision beast could guide me towards some amphetamines?
I don't, officer. You should stay away from drugs and vision beasts. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling outside its light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Tell me about the strange
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
Hilarious.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What you mean liberal? What
The
happened?
usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
Sounds good. See you when you're back,
They
Grafty.
seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In
I
the
mean,
end,
you're not
they just
wrong,
didn't
but
get it
also-
done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
That's not too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked
Not
great.
the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black. and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Ooh, pretty.
Anything else?
The character we're playing is a real piece of shit. I mean, he's a great cop, but a piece of shit human. Kind of like
Good.
Dr. House, but a
I
cop.
hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I've heard this place is cursed.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance Lemusemi, she's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious
Plaisance,
entities.
the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Here's just by the time it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her.
But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Wait, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial
You could
area?
say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Central project.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and customers have trouble paying bills.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
A legendary Shivers? Okay, hold up. To figure out why her business hasn't failed. Awesome. Well, I'm not going to do that yet, but I'm going to see my inventory. What do I have for Shivers? Do I have anything for Shivers? Other than what I'm pretty much wearing already? Yeah, I didn't fucking think so. Damn it. Should I waste a point on Shivers? Or should I go for the sandwich again? For the sandwich again, but I'll try and roll this. It's a 42% chance.
Again. Are you looking for a die?
Wait, how'd you put a dice
How
maker?
did I become one? It was a business decision.
Oh shit, I'm like 15 minutes late to feed my animals. Apologies, I'm back. Had to get more coffee, had to feed the dogs, had to quickly put some laundry in.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of
Oh, hey Rear, how you doing?
That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
It is a white check, so I can always level up Shivers and come back too. Let's try.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants.
Officer.
It's part of the special technique I have.
What technique is that?
You know what? Forget it. This was a bad idea.
Undressing in a stranger's place of business? Yeah.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
That's a word for it.
That doesn't really excuse it, does it?
Okay, well, I'll come back later once I've leveled up my Shivers. But first, I have a date with a sandwich. Oh, and a taxidermy office that might have drugs in it. Hello, any taxidermy guy have any drugs? Oh, and the punching bag might have amphetamines in it. I mean, sure, it was a rumor, but maybe. We'll never know.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's got.
Okay. Hello. I gotta come back here. I gotta let Kim go tonight, and then I gotta come back.
This orange machine,
For the
turning
crank.
the crank, feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but if you want to try again...
No, I'm not going to try again. I am, however, going to go back out here. Whoop. Zip over here. Go back into the front door of Plaisance. Not talk to her yet. I want to see if there is actually drugs in the sleeping or in the punching bag. Oh, I was hoping there was actually drugs in there. Oh well. Okay. Plaisance. There's no curse, you're insane. That is all.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Fair enough, so you're making yourself some food? That's exciting. I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a Dolly Dice Maker.
Dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for the curse.
If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Demon? Stop calling it that.
Oh, there he is.
Demon, stop talking to it. No, I just want to talk to the
A
demons.
drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings than Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it.
Presence. Yes.
How you doing,
I've
Angel?
heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public. I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your
Hey,
travels...
Shot Tomato. How you doing, friend?
May
Usually
the
just call you
Lord
Danny.
be
Hi,
with
Danny.
you.
How you doing?
Well, this has been absolutely educational. What will happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Yes, the venture continues. In other waters. Darker waters.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives here.
So let me know when you're ready, by the way, Angel.
1,200
Take your time, no rush.
in the urban coast.
Wake up to your breakfast, all that jazz.
The church is reflected on the water.
How you doing today, Danny? Farewell for now, book peddler. I have a date with a sandwich. I'm also going to put this away. So I don't need that out right now. Ooh, an interactable. I'll read that book later. For now, I would like to...
The bullet is still safely
Okay, not
sealed
quite
away
there yet.
in a plastic bag.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, just let me know. Take your time. Don't rush. This game I can save whatever. So, yeah.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations.
Angel and I will be
Year 48
playing Sons of the
resides
Forest.
on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
Fancy. All right. Clothes. We're gonna go ahead and put that one back on. Okay. Keep all that. We're gonna leave those. Okay. Now. Give me your sandwich, Gaston.
The worn and beat.
We can.
I can't sleep on the park bench either. Come on, you. Oh, it's snowing. You guys still out here in the snow, just enjoying yourselves, are we? Okay, great, great, cool. Cool, cool. How about that sandwich?
Officer.
58% chance. Give me that sandwich. Ha ha! Ha ha! Got it. All right, this sandwich is gonna be mine. I admire your handiwork, Schiff, but there are a few things I would do differently.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
Had you put a large slice of old duvet? No, wait. The bread you built this wonder on could have been toasted beforehand.
That would certainly have been an improvement.
Yes.
Beautiful. Now bring it home with paprika.
I'll do you one better. The air pocket between cheese and ham, that could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
No. No one can.
Wait, but I thought...
No! I fucked myself over. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I fucked myself over. 453. Oh shit, that was so long ago. I can't go back to the autosave. No! The sandwich! No! Oh! Kim, give me your gun. I gotta end it all. Fuck. Oh. Oh, I'm miffed. Oh, I'm freaking. I was hoping that kind of counted, but no, I should have went. Give me your sandwich as a prototype. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Damn it. Oh, I'm so pissed. I went for the comedy instead of the sandwich, and I should have went for the sandwich. But do I care enough to reload like a whole half hour of progress for the sandwich? I mean, kinda. Hold on one sec. There, you guys got 3 minutes to decide to help me. There, you guys can vote on it if you guys want. But remember, I'll basically have to go back. Alright, back for the sandwich, god damn it. Okay, I want the autosave at the bookstore. I already know where the vote's going, so we're getting the sandwich. I can see the vote. I can see the votes. I know what's happening. So is this just before we discovered everything,
What have you found? And also, do buy the books.
Okay, nothing yet. Okay. Back in here. Hold on. We're just gonna skip all this stuff. Because I gotta level up from here, and then I got more experience from there. Keep voting anyways, but we already know. I'm already going for the sandwich, so I already knew what was gonna happen. Should have known you guys would want to go for the sandwich, because I mean, yeah. Egg and cheese toasty. What's a... Oh, yeah, right, my flashlight. What's a toasty? It sounds familiar. Hashtag vote yes for sandwich. Oh, you're trying to make it, okay. Sure, the taxidermy guy had drugs around here I could do. But I guess not. Okay. Alright, gotta go down to the basement first. Damn it, sandwich! Forget Dragon Quest, it's more like Sandwich Quest. Australian grilled cheese, that's what it was. There we go, I knew it sounded familiar. But I knew it was like a slang for something you guys had said before.
Of coal dust covers the furnace.
Hello?
Something. You've awakened the entity.
Speak to me!
You hear a
After you, officer.
Kick it with my foot.
hollow ring echoes through the furnace.
Healed
The
health,
tone
damaged health. Leave. Alright, Kim, back upstairs. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I need that sandwich. Sandwich speed run 90%. What if that is an option? Fucking sandwich speed run. I still want to buy the dye though. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Did you try knocking? So what kind?
Could this be the militia? She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? I'm a novelty.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring.
Answers? How? I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and
Ooh, it was yes. I figured it was yes.
Room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
I'd like to order a dye from you.
Tell me what you have in mind.
I want to die for Whirl and Tether.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin.
Deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then.
Deal with the man who's
Who
lynched.
cares about the lieutenant?
Your window.
I'm sorry,
Sunday
detective.
evening, joke Sunday
It's an
night,
I
dealing with the
might have.
window.
It's really
This person values focus.
Remove
Well,
Daily
there's always
Ruckus.
something
Every
going
side is
on
20.
during daytime, but I never saw anyone.
She
Okay, thank you
nods.
for that.
Anything else, officer?
Enter my
How
dice
did I do?
maker.
Some of my friends were
Do you
not
like role playing?
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend.
We're inside the. But when I arrived,
Plaisance was
Create here.
This place is
I've heard the
cursed.
stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Have you
Have you just got the
explained?
list
Plaisance.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. All right,
No.
but it's not. You could say
Whirling.
so.
Separate
And then
building.
there's me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe.
Exactly. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else?
A gust
Aha!
of air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on
Hey, it
the
worked this time,
shelves
that's cool.
rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
And Nia, the curse is real, and I figured out why it spared you.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building. This technically isn't the doomed
What
commercial
are you talking
area.
about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a. Could you have? You're in the chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown.
You're right. I should take a trip to. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
No one's really ever safe from
She
failure.
starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
Your lucky charm? Some kind of ward?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You made it nice and cozy
Yeah.
here.
Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
It's true.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending.
Yeah, there was an episode of Community about that.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
A new thought. Heyo. Oh, well, I kind of want a new thought. Temporary research. I fail all red checks for 4 hours. Okay, I got an idea for that. I'm not going to do it now. That's something I want to do later for sure. We're going to up rhetoric. Great. We're going to do a quick save. I'm going to zip on back down to Plaisance. Plaisance. Apparently she doesn't like the role-playing games, though. So I guess she never will be. And because I sold that thing to the pawn shop, we'll never know about the video game and the thing. Hey, can I lift this again? Try lifting this again. Come here, you.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor. Like a
Yaw!
for its
Ah,
master.
shit. Well, I bet if I rubbed the coal dust on my hands first, that would probably help. Ow. I'll be back later,
We managed to
barbell.
hoist it off the ground. See? See? This place is cursed.
Fuck you, barbell!
Lifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer...
Me and my boombox are out of here. Fuck you. Plaisance. The curse is real and you're out of luck.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books.
I've talked to the blah blah blah.
Dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes
Felt her
I don't
aura, she's not to
understand.
blame.
She's squeezing them. Just don't say to hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
There is another entity more malignant, but we'll do that one
I've
again.
heard of these. I understand everything, sir. May the Lord be...
Well,
yes.
Should we get up?
The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air.
One more questions with
Okay,
the curse,
but
though.
please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
How does it manifest?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She should be a GM.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something a little more paranatural.
Officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices.
Aren't those in Doom?
and disappointing income
Didn't the Doomstar
statements.
deal with those caco demons?
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
I just sought help.
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Hey, Inertia, how's it going? Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the book anointed with a different
you're
spell,
funny.
for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy.
That's the way to do it. That's the dream,
That
isn't it?
sounds like a rather questionable
Way to be a capitalist.
describe a group of people.
Right, I'm leaving.
The woman before you.
Goodbye, book peddler. I have a sandwich to get, and this time for real. I'm not going to look off into the distance and say, no one can make that sandwich. Oh, Angel just loaded up Sons of the Forest. So let me get this sandwich, and then I'll save it up. And I'll have to switch my modes, I think. Alright, buddy.
Officer,
Give me the sandwich!
in Martinez.
Ha-ha!
Like
Alright.
what, officer?
I would
That's
toast
good.
it.
Beautiful.
Put some
Ça
paprika.
serait délicieux.
But I'm gonna need yours as a prototype
I
first.
hope you are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left.
Initial development takes time, of course, but in 6 to 9 months, you will eat the sandwich of the gods.
Oh, god of sandwiches, maybe? But in
Ha ha!
what can I do for you here and now, officer?
Goodbye! Yes! 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 The sandwich! This might be the biggest sandwich you've ever seen. The size is almost intimidating, invoking feelings of inadequacy. Abundant in components, rich in both smell and taste, probably. This is truly the work of a master craftsman.
The ham sandwich looks fresh and nutritious in your hand, begging to be eaten.
Here, Camlet, share. Hold out sandwich.
Pass. Thanks.
When you hold something up long enough, some people are compelled to take it. Try it on the lieutenant.
Hold the sandwich up for the lieutenant to take
Thank
it.
you, but no, I'm not hungry.
Keep holding the
No.
sandwich. Do not lower the sandwich.
No.
Hold the sandwich up. Moving it closer to his chin.
The lieutenant's eyes express an absolute lack of interest.
Move the sandwich around in front of the lieutenant's mouth and make aircraft noises.
The lieutenant stands next to you, but he might as well exist in a parallel realm. This man does not crack under pressure. Stars would die before he'd succumb to any kind of manipulation. With this realization comes a sudden flash of pride.
Have the sandwich interceptor circle in front of the lieutenant's face and gently nosedive against his lips.
Stop that.
Send the ham fighter craft for another mission.
One look at the lieutenant immediately tells you he is ready for your assault sandwich. A bad idea. Men like the lieutenant are not won over by such childish maneuvers.
Proceed with the mission.
The lieutenant slaps the sandwich
No!
faster than you could ever hope to react in your sorry state. It lands in the dirt and falls apart.
Hey!
Officer, we have serious matters to attend to. I suggest we get to them right now.
The best part is we did it right in front of the guy whose sandwich it was. Well, Kim, you're no fun. I should have eaten that sandwich myself. No, I like how the sandwich quest ended. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was enjoyable. I can get behind that ending. Fuck me. Good old sandwich quest. I'm just like picturing it too, because like, oh god, I have such like this game's so good with the imagination. I can straight up just see Harry being like, boop, and that's something I would do to Floofel for sure too. Oh, it's hilarious. That's good. That's good. Okay, hold on. I better save. We're gonna keep that quick save for now, though. Just in case I decide to try to do something else with the sandwich later. Oh, fuck, that was good. Oh, good, that was funny. What an adventure getting that sandwich. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see if I have to switch into 2 dimensions. There's a high chance I'll have to, but let's wait and see. Shall we?